First up, my Friday night madness. The new Wright trophy truck. Wolf Pro front, Wolf Pro wheels, or tires to say, stretched over these. It's got like a 1 1/4 inch drop. Front of the body cut out so the wheels clear. And it's got a factory heat sink, 7.4 LiPo, and this is my first run on a full battery. Alright, that's slow. This is a 200 mile 7.4 LiPo 2-cell too, so it's a 6-volt board, and every time I ran the 400 and the 800 mile LiPos on the 6-volt boards, it kills them. So I was trying to play it safe. It will get eventually a 9.6 board and a motor swap, but you can see how low it is. It's got a wide stance. You know, these are junk cars. They're like model cars to me, and I like tinkering with them. So, that's that one. Now this one here coming up next, it's the old blue Dodge. The one I burnt the motor and the board out in, and some seemed like the same day, the board that I was using in it, and the motor, not the motor, but the rear end from the motor, shredded the rear end. It is back, and it is better. Hang on, we got two cars still on right here. The trophy truck about jumped off the counter. The blue Dodge. Also a factory new Wright heat sink. Snaps over the terminals on the back. Set of LED blue lights from a little police car I picked up. It wasn't remote control, had the lights on the top. It's got a built-in voltage regulator board to it. It's also harnessed in. When I take the body off, I can unplug it. It's got the Corvette wheels on it. Small drop on this one. It's the Corvette 1/10 scale rear end, 800 mile 2-cell. The Corvette front axle, steering mechanism, and it's actually a pretty good little truck. At the moment, until it tears up. You want wheelies? You got them. Oh, they make a liar out of me. You know, at the moment, these are just indoor vehicles for me to mess around with, have a little fun, see how far they can push them. I do have a couple that I'm going to work on. And they'll be bigger cars, brushless motors, ESCs, you know, all that good stuff. rig up servos with them. I've got a couple of cars that got tie rod ends on them, metal ones, and I'll be able to use those for the control arms and the steering links and everything. Well, you know, it just keeps flipping over there, doesn't it? It's not like Colorado. Colorado will fix itself. But this one is a complete rewire job. It's got the new wire harness going to the front. It's got a 18-auger wire going to the rear motor off the board, straight off the board. All the new bright plugs are pretty much gone, and it's got a circuit board out of possibly, not really sure what that circuit board came out of. To be honest, the car I picked up yesterday that I had no big and heavy, but you know, all this time I can play with it. I run them about 5 minutes without a monitor. Usually it's probably about a volt is what it pulls the battery down from 8.4 to maybe 7.5. But I mean, you know, my kid's gonna love them whenever he figures it out. I found the best board to use from the new light cars for a 7.4 LiPo is the 7.5 receiver board or higher. The 6-volt battery pack that came with the nickel metal hydride battery, they don't like the LiPo. If I do use a LiPo on one, I'll stay with the 200 mAh or the 220 mAh. I kind of saved the 400s and the 800s for the 7.5 board and up. But, you know, my battery, you know, all the wheelies. Velcro is like a wonderful thing there. I mean, it's just staying. But yeah, that's it, you know. It's a pretty cool little truck. A little something extra there. I had a set of lights I was going to put in the front. Checking a text message while I was playing with the wires, and one little pal, and they got 7 volts, and it blew them. But I've got more lights, you know, lots of little projects going on. I usually do about one a day. Did this one last night. I did the little trophy truck earlier. They will all eventually get bigger motors. Picked this up today. As you can see, it's already to the nothing. It's chassis on the Vette now because I used Corvette parts for the truck, and the wheels that were on the Charger, that's right, on the Vette. Look much better than the black. This one right here will probably end up as a brushless setup. This right here would be a shelf piece. It'd go back there in my junkyard. This thing, Hot Wheels, it's big, it's heavy, it's garbage.